with a buzz cut, southbound from Kansas in a yellow rider truck. Say no jihad, didn't blow himself up, just skulked off down a city street trying to drive away to freedom. But he left a pile of fertilizer, diesel fuel and Tovex, 168 souls and 19 children, lost forever on the Oklahoma plains. Cause right is right and liberty ain't about pursuing happiness. It's a man-child from the right wing trying to thumb his nose at the government. Cause he's a failure and he's a fuck-up and he's an incel and he's a gun nut and he can't own his own problems, so he victimizes some victim. And it's the same thing in a sequence, always punching down in the deep end, like there's logic in the thinking for the drowning of the villains. But he lights that fuse and blows him away. And like all collateral damage, their story fades. Ain't it enough? They blew your friends up, left your neighbors, your families in ruins. Why aren't you madder? They tried to burn your city to the ground. Why aren't you screaming out in the streets now? Why aren't you too enraged to speak now? Me, I'm seeing red, it's the reason I don't own a gun. Preachers keep preaching with nothing real to teach us. Took history to the laundromat, now everything is Jesus. From the schoolyard to the state house, it's another bullet pulpit for the snake oil televangelists and the profiteering puppets. I have to promise you it's the only way to make it any higher, and the worldly pile of evidence can prove that they're all liars. Don't worry, babe, cause God's on our side. But you won't teach Black Wall Street and the mass graves in Tulsa, or about who got pushed out when your grandpas made the land rush. And you won't teach about the Osage, the murders and corruption, local soul poison. They invented feds to stop them, but facing up to reflection is an idea unmentioned. You sure it ain't gonna keep you from getting into heaven? 2 fingers in your ears and a blood-curdling yell, still fast asleep at the Dreamland Motel. Ain't it enough? They killed you